Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Good day sa ating lahat, grade 8. So, for our discussion for today, we will continue on exploring the explorations that had happened during the time, no? During the time na nagsisimula or umuusbong, no, from the civilization, no, from the ancient civilization, no, natapos ng medieval ages, no, nandito na tayo sa modern ages, no, bago tayo pumasok dun sa mga malalaking events in history. Maganda nakita natin nung unang discussions yung exploration in terms of pagkilala dun sa New World, no, yung pagkita dun sa yung west pumunta sa east, no. Ngayon naman pag-uusapan naman natin is from the Asians, no? The Asians, they are also having their exploration. No? They're trying to reach new lands as well, no? Syempre, nandiyan pa rin yung motivations of trades, no? Pero ngayon pag-uusapan natin kung ano ba yung mga nangyari, no? So, here are the questions that I wanted to discuss or to answer at the end of the lesson. Now, how does this travel help broaden our understanding of the world we live in? Kasi kung makikita natin, no, kung makikita natin yung pagkaunawa natin pag nag-uumpisa tayo, if we are starting our lessons, no, for pagsimula ng school year, yung mga lessons natin, laging may syempre binabalikan yung history ng mga bagay, no? Makikita natin westernized, no? Very westernized yung understanding. No, sino yung mga taong pinag-uusapan? Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, all coming from Europe, all coming from Greece, no? Ganun yung pangyayari. Pero in our history, in the course of history, no, makikita natin habang lumalago yung civilization natin dun sa west, alam din naman natin na meron ding namang civilization na lumalago dito sa East, no? Or dito sa Asia. So, we wanted to understand the world we live in, not just on the Western perspective, but also to the using the eye of the Eastern, no? Or the eye of the Asian perspective. Especially mahalaga ito kasi nga, syempre galing tayo sa Asia, no? Kahit na nandyan tayo sa Riyadh, no? Kahit na nandyan, actually, Riyadh or Saudi Arabia is part of the Eastern region as well. Pero alam natin yung kultura natin bilang Asyano, no, makikita natin ibang-iba dun sa Western culture. So probably the understanding of the world per se before is different from how the West see it and how the East see it. Or merong pagkakaiba pero marami ding pagkakapareho, no? So, hindi ko na natin isa-isahin itong mga pangalan na ito. Pero unang-una nating pag-uusapan dito si Ivan Batuta, no? So, si Ivan Batuta actually kanina bago ako magsimula ng recording, paano ko babasahin itong pangalan nito, no? Paano ko babasahin or paano ko ba ipopronounce? Kala ko LBN, no? Pero mukha siyang LBM, no? Pag ganyan, ganyan natin siya basahin. Pero Ivan, sabi ng ano, kasi parang medyo ano siya, medyo may pagka-Arabic yung pangalan, no? Ivan Batuta, no? So, pag-uusapan natin siya, no? So, simulan natin, no? Sabi dito, during the age of exploration and colonialism. So hindi lang siya exploration, no? Nandun pa rin tayo dun sa idea that the people of the country, no, or the people of this specific nation are wanting to explore the world, but at the same time they wanted to colonize, no? So many expeditions were launched not only by the western countries seeking new trade routes and lands to claim and conquer, no? So Ivan Batuta was one of the most dedicated traveler of the 14th century. No, he explored the Islamic world, traveling from Africa to the Middle East, India, and Southern Asia and China over 30 years. Katulad nga ng sinabi natin, habang lumalago yung ano, habang lumalago yung Catholicism Kasi nga, ganun yung, isa yun sa mga motives, no? Isa yun sa mga motives ng Spain. Kaya sila naglayag, di ba? They wanted to spread out, no? They wanted to spread out Catholicism. They wanted to spread out their faith, no? Hindi lang naman Catholicism ang kumalat noon. Christianity has been powerful. Pero si Ivan Batuta, no? Isa siya sa mga explorer na ang bit-bit niya, it's not the cross, it's the Islamic faith, no? It's the Islamic faith. From Africa, he traveled to the Middle East. Kaya nga probably yung Middle East ay dominated ng Muslim na denominations, no? India, no? Isa sa mga states or isa sa mga country na marami talaga ding Muslim, no? And probably in Southeast Asia and also in China over 30 years. Similarly, no, isa pa sa mga great explorer din ay si Zheng He, no, or si Zheng He. Undertook voyages on behalf of the Emperor of China, no? So, kung yung mga naunang explorer, no, yung mga sila Magellan, no, yung mga naunang explorer, they are exploring under the power of the Spaniards or the Spanish king, no? Ito namang si Zheng He, he is exploring, no? He is exploring under or in behalf of the Emperor of China, no? He led seven expeditions traversing from South China Sea, taray, South China Sea. Ang taray, no? South China Sea yung nakalagay doon sa libro, no? Pero alam naman natin, it's the West Philippine Sea, no? Pero yun nga, probably it's part of their historical claim, no? It's part of their historical claim that during the time, no? Actually, kasama to sa claims nila that during the time, they're already patrolling, no? Already patrolling that specific area, no? Of the sea. Kaya nga, pinangalanan nila yung South China Sea, no? Pero, yeah, onting introduction para sa pagdating nyo ng grade 10 sa contemporary issue, hindi ibig sabihin that they are traveling, no? Hindi ibig sabihin na dinaanan mo yung lugar na yon ay sa inyo na yon. No, meron tayong tinatawag na exclusive economic zone. So, 20 nautical miles from your territory, land territory ay inyo. So, atin yon, no? It's not South China Sea, it's West Philippine Sea. But for the sake of this discussion, sige, tanggapin natin, South China Sea for this one. No, yung historical claim nila na dinaanan nila yon, no? So from the South China Sea pailalim, no, papunta dun sa Indian Ocean, patungo sa Arabian Sea and the Red Sea at papunta hanggang dun sa eastern coast ng America or ng Africa, no? Yun yung dinaanan naman ni Zhang He, no? Again, Ivan Batuta, no, from Africa going to Middle East, going to India and Southeast Asia, over and also until China. No, si Zheng He naman, no, he traversed through the South China Sea or West Philippine Sea. Hindi talaga pumapayag, eh, no? The Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, the Red Sea, and the eastern coast of Africa. Yun yung kanilang pinupuntahan, no? So, ibig sabihin, no, in this chapter, the journeys of Ivan Batuta and Zheng He will be retraced. Babalikan natin, no? Tingnan natin kung ano ba yung significance nitong mga travel na ito, no? Ano ba yung mga significance ng travel na ito sa history natin, no? Bilang hindi lang bilang Asyano, kundi bilang mundo, no? Ito yung maganda sa klase natin na ito, eh, no? We don't kasi nung grade 7 tayo, we study not just the Philippines, no? We study the Southeast Asian, no? We study the Southeast Asian history, no? Inalam natin kung yung hindi lang yung pagiging Asyano natin, kundi particularly sa pagiging Southeast Asian country natin, no? Pero now that we are studying world history, we wanted to understand what happened in the history that allows us to be part of this specific world. Kasi perhaps kung hindi nangyari itong mga bagay na ito, no, perhaps kung hindi nangyari itong mga bagay na ito, perhaps wala tayo dito, no? Hindi natin alam yung mga bagay na ito. Kaya maganda balikan natin 'yon, no? So the significance of these voyages and expanding the knowledge about the places they visited will be well examined. Sana matulungan ko kayong mag-explore nito, no? And also the success of Mughal power in India. Ano ba yung idea ng Mughal power, no? Mughal power, no? If you will be searching it, no, probably makikita natin it's the dominance of India, dominance of Muslim or Islamic religion in the area of India, no? So, and also makikita natin it's parang babalik dun sa ano babalik dun sa dati na yung 'di ba yung leaders are also religious leaders, no? So how this power, no, Islamic rule, no, becomes part of their system of government, no? So titingnan natin 'yon. And finally, the importance of Edict of Sukoku. Na familiar? Naalala natin yung Sukoku, no? So enforced in Japan, no? Maalala, babalikan natin 'yan. Tingnan natin kung naaalala nyo pa yung Tokugawa Shogunate, no? Sana naaalala nyo pa yan. Hindi ko babanggitin dito kung ano yung napag-uralan natin tungkol dito. So, pero sana, habang dinidiscuss ko ito, no, sana naaalala ninyo. So, kung hindi nyo naaalala, so balikan ninyo yung discussions natin. Sige, libre naman yung internet, no? So, sana maalala natin. Ay, yung transferring, magbasa na lang kayo o paturo kayo. Alam ni Kano yan, sigurado. No? So, again, Tokugawa Shogunate is a response to the growing influence of Catholicism and European on the way of life of the Japanese, no? So makikita natin how does this Tokugawa shogunate trying to impose itself para to protect, no? Ganun no? They wanted to protect their their Asian identity, no? Yan, tas lalakas na yan, hingi pa, di ba, no? Pinalalakas nila yung independence nila o pinalalakas nila yung sarili nila. Tapos then, later then, they realize, ay, hindi namin kayang mag-isa. Ano? Kailangan namin ng tulong ng iba. So, nagpalakas sila. Tapos nung lumakas na yung Japan, World War happened. So, yes, so and so forth. Now, we'll be talking about those on our discussions, no? So, puntahan muna natin, no? Puntahan muna natin itong travels ni Ivan Batuta, no? Ivan Batuta, no? So, we know that during this time, the knowledge about the Islamic world during the Middle Ages was not extensive. No? Bakit? Kasi nga, sino ba yung mga may access, no? Sino ba yung mga may access? Ano nga ba yung inventions na sikat during this time? Printing press, 'di ba? Yung printing press. Pero during the time, yung mga may handle ng printing press, sino ba yung may power over doon? The Western people. The Western people, they choose to publish books about Christianity, no? Hindi masyadong Islam. Kaya hindi masyado yung understanding tungkol dun sa Muslim religion during that time. So, therefore, because of this idea, no, Ivan Batuta's travel is indeed significant. No, over 30 years of journeying, he explored the Muslim kingdom known as Dar as Islam or the abode of the Islam. No, so he tried really to explore not only the Muslim religion, pero yung mismong tahanan or yung mismong kingdom kung saan malago yung tinatawag na pananampalataya kay Allah, no? In the 14th century, he traveled through Africa, no? Katulad ng binanggit, through the Middle East, of course, India, no? Southeast Asia and China, covering approximately 75,000 miles, no? Grabe. Ganun ka-vast, no? Ganun ka-vast yung kanyang exploration. So probably naging malawak din yung influence niya, no, around those countries, no. So the book he wrote with the help of Ibn Juzay, known as Rilia, which means journey in Arabic, provides valuable insights into various social, cultural, and political aspects of a large part of the Islamic world, no? Tulad nga ng sinabi ko, iba kasi yung iba yung political standards or political upbringing depende dun sa religion na nagpo-prosper, no? Katulad nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo, since nasanay yung mga tao dun sa idea that the government, no, that the government is based on religion, no, or the government is guided by religion, no. So ganun yung idea. So tiningnan, no, hindi lang yung religion, pinag-usapan din or binalikan yung social, cultural and political aspect of Islam, no, kung paano nabubuhay, no. So probably he knows or he studies about the doctrines of Islam, no? So he documented the people he encountered, the place he visited, and the animals he saw, and the treasures he observed and received. Of course, no? Sabi nga natin, bakit ba nagkakaroon ng voyage, no? Siyempre, they wanted to gain knowledge. They wanted to gain understanding of the world. Pero more or less, they wanted wealth. No? So, tiningnan ding mabuti. Ano ba, 'di ba, bali-balita nga dun sa West na kaya nag-travel yung mga taga-West kasi nga, yung mga nandito sa East mayayaman, 'di ba? Mayayaman sila, kaya they go here, no? So, ganun yung, ito yung laman ng Relia, no? O Rila, no? Ito yung, the documented people, no? He documented animals, places, no, siguro kasi iba din yung mga Islamic structures, no? Iba din yung kanilang syempre iba yung pag-aalaga, no, ng animal husbandry in general. So probably they're not taking care of swine, no, which is common in the Western era, no, or in the Western civilizations kasi syempre ginagawa din yung pagkain doon pero dito siguro iba or kaiba, no? So ayan. So Ibn Battuta was born in Tangier, Morocco, no? At the age of 21, he left his hometown for the Middle East to undertake the Hajj, no? Or the pilgrimage to Mecca, no? Nung 21 years old siya, una niyang pumunta siya sa Middle East, no? Para mag-partake dun sa Hajj, no? He joined the caravan that crossed the North Africa. He studied Islamic law in Egypt and became a Qadi. Qadi is an Islamic judge, no? He toured Alexandria and Cairo, which he described as unparalleled in beauty and grandeur, no? So probably ganun naman talaga nakikita yung ano yung yung lugar dito sa East, no, yung ganda, no, yung ganda nung lugar, no, probably kasi iba din yung lifestyle, iba din yung pamumuhay, no, so para sa kanya grabe yung Alexandria and Cairo, no, napakaganda and napakabuti, no. Akadi, bago tayo magpatuloy, Akadi is a judge in Islamic society which has authority over the matters related in religions, no. So probably meron parang siya, parang religious judge siya na syempre yung Islam, meron siyang Islamic laws, no. So probably sila yung mga naka ano doon, nakatoka doon. So sila yung nagpapatupad doon kasi nga very rigid, no? Very rigid yung Islamic laws, no? So yeah. So from there, from Alexandria in Cairo, he continued to Mecca for his Hajj, no? Ibn Battuta's travel did not end there. He explored Persia. Pagkatapos niyang pumunta dun sa Mecca, no? Pagkatapos niyang pumunta dun sa Mecca, nagpatuloy yung kanyang trabaho. He go to Persia, he go to Iraq, no, traveling north to Azerbaijan, no, familiar, no, Azerbaijan, pinag-uralan natin yan. He also toured into Yemen and journeyed by the sea to the Horn of Africa. From there, he visited the Mogadishu in Somalia before heading to the coast of Kenya and Tanzania. Makikita natin, no? Talagang napaka-vast ng kanyang travel. Hindi pa natapos yun. He also traveled to Turkey, no? Or to Turkey, no? His tattoos and Islamic color greatly aided him throughout his journey. So, syempre, accepted siya dun sa mga lugar na pinuntahan niya, no? Kasi nga, probably because he's highly regarded as an Islamic judge, no? Or a Qadi, no? So, talagang well-known siya. So, kaya tinatanggap siya ng society niya. So, he was often given gifts such as fine clothing, horses, and even slaves, no? So, yan yung mga bagay na isinusulat din niya dun sa kanyang libro, sa Rila, no? So, yun yung mga bagay na isinulat niya. So, pakiramdam niya, no? Pakiramdam niya bawat dun sa lugar na pinupuntahan niya, since iba-iba yung mga natatanggap niya, nire-record niya yon, no? Para maging batayan niya ng kanyang pag-aaral, no? From Turkey, he crossed the Black Sea and entered the territory of the Golden Horde under under Khan Uzbek. No, he was warmly received there and even had an opportunity to visit Constantinople. Oh, nakatawid na from the east going to west, no? So, nagsimula ang travel niya, simula papunta dun sa Mecca hanggang paikot, no? Nakapunta na siya sa Constantinople, no? He stayed there for a month and visited the Hagia Sophia, according to his account, as this was his first time in a non-Islamic city. He was surprised by the number of Christian churches within the Constantinople. No, nagulat din siya na syempre exposed siya no? Exposed siya sa Islamic religion alone. So nagulat siya na ay grabe ganito rin pala ang pananampalatayang Kristiyano, no? So next, Ivan Batuta travel across the vast of Eurasian steppe before reaching India via Afghanistan and Hindu Kush, no? So probably nagkaroon siya ng idea about Christianity dun sa pag-cross niya dito sa Eurasian countries na to hanggang sa makabalik siya sa India, no? So in 1334, he arrived in Delhi where he was appointed as judge by Muhammad Taghluk, a powerful Islamic sultan. In 1341, he was chosen as envoy to the Mongol court of China. So, according to his account, his journey to China was one of his life's most dangerous and terrifying experience. Why? Because he was captured and robbed, no? And when he reached the port of Calicut, his ship sank during a storm, losing many of his people. Napakadaming nangyari. No, napakadaming nangyari sa kanya doon sa China, no. Lumubog ang barko niya, daming namatay na mga tao. No, syempre, pag naglalakbay ka, hindi ka lang naman mag-isa. Maraming mga tao niyang namatay, no? Nanakawan siya, no? Napakamalas naman. And because of this, he decided not to return to Delhi. Saan siya nagpunta? Nagbakasyon sa Maldives, no? And after a year, he resumed his journey to China. And in 1345, he arrived in Quanzhou, no? So Ivan Batuta is described by the Mongol China as the safest and the most well-organized country for a traveler. You know, he praised its natural beauty through, although he regarded it as inhabitants as pagans and infidels, no? Kasi nga hindi nga yun Muslim country. No, kaya kasi ang religion during the time, Confucianism, probably there is also Buddhism also during the time already, no? So Hinduism. So para pagans kasi nga may Christians din siguro also during that time. So yung mga ginagawa noon, syempre pagano. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng pagan? They believe in no God, no? Or infidels, no? Hindi sila faithful into one God. Kasi nga, di ba, yung Islam very faithful to Allah. No? Parang gano'n, no? So, according to Ivan Batuta, choose to stay close to Muslim communities in China due to the unfamiliar custom he observes among the outside these areas. No, to this day, historians remain divided on how far Ivan Batuta traveled within China, while his accounts claim that he reached as far as north as Beijing, crossed the Grand Canal. This remains a subject to debate. Now, maraming taong nagsasabi na hindi siya nakakross kasi nga parang kung makikita natin yung journey niya, kahit na super explorer siya, no? Kahit na super explorer siya, medyo limited din yung kanyang napuntahan. Kasi nga, hindi siya open, no? Hindi siya open dun sa, parang nagugulat siya dun sa mga bagay na nakita niya outside, no? Outside Islamic religion, no? So, ayun, no? Kung makikita natin, no? Kung makikita natin, um, all of his life is dedicated on how how the beauty of the places that he visited, no, and the beauty of Islam that made that place as grandeur or as wonderful as possible, no. So parang ganun yung idea, no. So I'll stop from here. No, we'll be talking about Ming China, the travels of Zheng He, on our next discussions. Now, for any questions and any comments, you may leave the comments below, or you may just message me on my Facebook account, and I'll be able to answer your questions. Okay. So again, I'll see you again next time. Okay. Goodbye. Bye, guys.